Derek, let's start with track one.
Look at us! 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 Look at us!
Who's taking care of their cats?
On Capitol Hill as protesters swarm Senator Joe Manchin after the Democrat announced he will vote yes for Brett Kavanaugh. The ambushing of lawmakers has been going on for days. Senator Orrin Hatch, another example.
Don't you wave your hand at me. I wave my hand at you.
When you grow up, I'll be running.
When I grow up, how dare you talk to women that way? How dare you?
How dare you talk to women that way?
All right.
Yeah.
Personally,
that's the sound of democracy. You got to admit that is the sound of democracy.
Sound of a mob.
I don't know.
That's the sound of democracy.
Here's what I think, and this you can correct me if I'm wrong.
It is the sound of democracy.
It's
the sound of a mob. That's not democracy. No, democracy is a
mobilization on turning people out, on getting people to the polls instead of just screaming at senators.
Well, you can do two things at one time. They're doing both. This is a people's filibuster. I haven't been there.
People's filibuster.
Yeah, it's a people's filibuster. They're out there.
All right. So, anyways. And that was Donna Brazile talking. She was on the 5, and I was like, what? Why do you have Donna Brazile on there? But actually, she's entertaining.
Fair and balanced.
I kind of like Donna Brazile's because she's not a raging a-hole. She's
she gave up Clinton and Bernie.
Yes.
You know?
So, and I find her kind of entertaining watching Donna Brazile. So I'll take that over Juan Williams any day of the week. So Fox, there you go. Bring on Donna Brazile and get rid of that moron Juan Williams, who doesn't have a lick of common sense or can't make his own arguments.
Wouldn't it be cool to have Juan Williams and his two conservative sons on the show at the same time?
I would love to see that.
I'd pay for that.
Yeah, I would love to see that.
But Dad, you're an idiot.
But it shows you the sheer insanity of these people. And these are the people that are wearing the pink hats and dressing up as vaginas and doing all the You know what? Formulate an argument and speak reasonably. And I don't understand why the Capitol Police allow these people to literally accost, because that's verbal assault. If you are chasing someone out, you're yelling at them like that, you're assaulting me. Make your comments, talk to me peacefully, don't raise your voice to me. You know, if we can sit as adults, and I think that's why Orrin Hatch said, when you grow up, I'll speak to you, because you're not speaking like an adult. You can say, Senator, we really want you to hear our side. Can you give us 30 seconds? Make your speech to him. And like the lady that cornered Flake in the elevator, screaming, look at me. Don't tell me to look at you. Yeah. I'm not yours to command. I don't care if you're a woman or not.
And then they say, you can't talk to me like that. But they can yell expletives at you and scream in your face, but you can't talk to them like that.
Yeah, just absolutely, I was mortified. Let's take a call from Tom in Detroit on line 2. Tom, welcome to the show.
Hi, I had to call in. You're saying that it doesn't say any place on the Constitution that you have a right to an abortion.
Yes.
Well, I gotta disagree with that. And the argument is, it's in Roe versus Wade. They use the Ninth Amendment, and it's like nobody ever wants to talk about the Ninth Amendment.
Go ahead and quote it.
Well, the Ninth Amendment gives, unless something power is expressly given to the federal government, the right belongs to the people or the state. And
exactly, that's our point.
So yeah, but okay. Now the right of the people is life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. And
no, that's not in the Constitution.
Hold on, if you let me finish my argument.
But it's a declaration. But they work together.
If you say abortion, you're actually talking about a medical procedure.
You're talking about murder, but go ahead.
You have the on the one side you have the people that murdering babies, but it's it's not murder. They think it's murder, but not everybody believes that. And personally, I don't believe it.
That's fine. Okay? Murder is we don't have a federal crime of murder. We don't. We have a state crime of murder. All right? So if you want to call murder or abortion murder or not murder, that's something that should be settled in the state. And that's the whole point. Yeah. Roe v. Wade was making it a federal issue when it should be a state issue. And the only way they can make it a federal issue is to say there was a right in the Constitution to privacy that even Justice Ginsburg found weird.
Here's the second part of my argument. When they say the right of privacy, I believe they're talking about privacy of the courts. The courts do not want to enforce the Ninth Amendment against the government because that makes the Ninth Amendment makes the people sovereign. Okay, that makes the drug war unconstitutional. It makes a lot of this, licensing. You have to be a doctor to be able to say certain words and things of that nature.
That's not the way the argument in the Supreme Court was stated. That's not the way it was framed.
Yeah, either way, it's a good point, Tom, and I get your point. I don't agree with it, mind you, but it's a good point, and I can see where you're coming from. I appreciate the call. Thanks, Tom.
You're welcome.
Let's take a call from Joe in Wyandotte. Joe, welcome to the show.
Hey, who has gotten to the Capitol Police? This is ridiculous. Somebody has obviously given them a stand-down order for most cases, unless if the protesters have gotten really out of hand. And we need the bikers for Trump. Where are them? We need them roaming the halls,
Bad
protecting
optics.
our senators. Let these little brats get in a biker for Trump man's face.
Bad optics.
Yeah, I will say this. I will say this, Joe. I think the optics throughout this process in the last week has played in big favor for the Republicans. Because when you've got these lunatic, and these women, sorry, I'm not just bagging on the women because there's some
There were a couple of
men,
weird guys.
and I'm using quotation marks, right?
Man buns
There
in
are
the
some
crowd.
man bun guys along with those women, and it's just insane. And I want to play this for you. Stay on the line, Joe. We're going to play the second part of that track, Derek, about the and I want you to listen. I don't know if everyone saw this or not. This is the organizers, because this is not a grassroots movement. This is an organized movement. You got that part ready to go?
Oh,
listen,
yeah.
Yes, listen to this.
I throw to some piece of tape?
Sure.
That this is my
This has
favorite
never
part.
been done before.
This is my favorite part of the protest. Can we roll this?
On cloture. In 30 minutes. Meet me to the left.
Meet me to the left.
If you would like to go to an office.
If you would like to go to an office.
To spend time. With your senator.
Summoned to vote.
And summoned to vote.
Let's go watch the vote.
Let's go watch the vote.
In offices that you wish to communicate with.
In offices that you wish to communicate
All right, good enough. I think you get the idea. So there's these people, these paid organizers, and they're making them repeat back to them verbatim. I wish we could have caught the part where it say, I want you to repeat after me so you remember what the instruction. What the hell is wrong with you people? You're acting like kindergartners, and you're allowing these organizers who are paid by George Soros.
Well, let's get down to how did the protesters get in the Kavanaugh hearing that had to be ejected? How do we get to the people that gave them passes? That's really important right there, because you couldn't get in that hearing without a pass. And I listened to one woman who said that on Tucker. Oh, it was Tammy Bruce, I think. She said she was like third in line, waiting to get in, and she couldn't get in because of everybody else who had passes, and all these protesters are in there. Somebody else got them in just to do what they did. That's a crime.
Like Alyssa Milano. What the heck is Alyssa Milano as a guest of Feinstein doing in there?
Me Too. She heads the Me Too movement.
For show, like I said, we need a Robert Bork lookalike in there, behind there, to send the message.
Yeah. The only problem with the Robert Bork thing is most of the millennials won't recognize him.
Yeah.
You know, I think of Robert Bork, and the last picture I think I'd seen of him, you know who he reminded me of? Who was our Surgeon General that had the big Colonel Sanders beard?
Oh, yeah. Coop. C. Everett Koop.
C. Everett Koop. They always reminded me of each other, you know. But I don't even know if he's alive anymore.
We needed a bunch of senators in the galley. We needed a bunch of people in the galley to have stood up and said, I am Kavanaugh. I am Kavanaugh. Boy, I wish I'd thought of that earlier.
Well, there you go. You and me. We are Kavanaugh.
Yeah, we are Kavanaugh.
All right. Well, appreciate the call, Joe.
All right, thanks.
Take care,
guys. Love you.
You love you
Joe.
too. All right. So it's insanity at its utmost.
Well, you know, they called for an FBI hearing. All this stuff is blowing up in their face.
Yeah.
Like we were talking to the lady from Grand Rapids who, I'm sorry, but Leslie, that's right. You know, they call for this investigation and they're complaining it's not long enough. I for one, if I didn't want to see Kavanaugh in as soon as I did, I'd love to have seen that. Yeah, let's talk to more people, because people are going to go to jail on the left over this.
I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. All right. Well, there's a hard break. We'll see all of you on the other side.
I'm a long gone daddy, I don't need you anyhow.
People are always always on the move, driving to work, hauling the kids to practice. How do they keep up to date? They listen to Wham Talk 1600 just like you. If you're a business owner, your message can reach these people wherever their travels take them. People tune to Wham Radio for intelligent conversation with hosts like Joe Pags, Glenn Beck, Tyrone X, and Dana Lesh. And they'll stay tuned for your message as well. Call 734-971-1600 today and advertise your business on Wham Talk 1600 and whamradio.com.
Fox News, I'm Karen McHugh. The chair of the Senate Judiciary Committee spells out what kind of a Supreme Court justice he thinks Brett Kavanaugh could be.
He's going to look at the law. He's going to look at the facts of the case. He's going to lose his own personal views out of it. And he's going to not do what some judges do, be a super legislator trying to fill in holes or modernize the Constitution.
Iowa Senator Charles Grassley on Fox. The voting is set for about 3:30. Under previous Senate rules, 60 votes were needed to confirm a Supreme Court nominee. Ironically, it was former Majority Leader Harry Reid who lowered the threshold to 51 for lower court judges, a rule now applied to nominees to the highest court by GOP Senator Mitch McConnell.
We have now been turned into the House of Representatives, where only 51% is needed to pass a bill. That's not how the Senate has historically operated.
Democratic Senator Ed Markey. This is Fox News.
The Mule Skinner Boot Shop in beautiful downtown Chelsea is Michigan's finest traditional Western wear store. The Mule Skinner features boots from Lucchese, O'Kona, Tony Lama, and Justin in both leather and exotic skins. Women's boots, too. And check out the complete selection of Western hats from Resistol and Stetson with in-store custom creasing available from the Mule himself. Plus, a complete line of Western accessories. Also available at the Mule Skinner is a complete selection of all your concealment needs, including holsters, belts, and custom concealment vests designed by the Mule Skinner. Custom model-specific holders are also available. So for the finest in traditional Western boots and hats, check out the Mule Skinner Boot Shop. Get the perfect fit on your new boots. Get a custom crease on your new hat. Check out all your concealment requirements and custom holsters. Come to Bill Kahn's Mule Skinner Boot Shop, Michigan's finest traditional Western store since 1973.
Now featuring a complete selection of concealment requirements in beautiful downtown Chelsea, right next door to Wines on Main. Western hospitality to you, Mule Skinner style.
Your bridge to recovery and wellness is Wellbridge. Wellbridge is redefining the rehabilitation and nursing care experience with the most amazing care facilities you've ever seen. All Wellbridge locations offer a resort-like atmosphere, and their driving goal is to provide each guest with an epic experience. Here's former patient Chris Tangeman from Howell.
I had back surgery. I had to go there for like 3 or 4 weeks, and let me tell you, they were just superb. I'm in this industry. I'm an LPN, and I mean, they're just excellent. The aides, the nurses, everybody. I thought especially that their therapy department was just phenomenal, and I would absolutely recommend Wellbridge.
For rehabilitation and nursing care, ask for something epic. Ask for Wellbridge. In Brighton, Fenton, Novi, and Pinckney. Now looking for talented nurses and certified nurse assistants to join their growing team, Wellbridge invites everyone to learn more about them at thewellbridgegroup.com. Wellbridge, your bridge to recovery and wellness starts here.
Little situation, it's been testing my patience, man. She was keeping me up all night. 'Cause you only get so far reading faces. We were off to the races, and I thought to myself, hold tight. You see, there was just this one complication. She was already taken in what was so wrong.
And welcome back. Thanks for tuning in to Catch Our Drift here in studio with FC Ed Bonderenka.
Thank you for your inclusiveness.
I am an inclusive guy.
Yes.
I'm a diverse guy, too.
Yes.
Yeah. So, anyways, we're talking Kavanaugh, and it looks like we got Jimmy on line 2. I hope I got the right line there. Jimmy, welcome to the show.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, good. How are you?
Yeah, long time no talk to you guys.
We thought you didn't like us anymore.
Oh, no, I like you. I just...
Hey, you had an Antifa guy working for you, and you were going to see about getting us with him. What happened with that?
Hey, well, yeah, he's a frightened individual, and he no longer has anything to do with Antifa, and he's got a job, and he's very happy.
Oh, no, I'd really love to talk to him, but
yeah,
you called. I'm sorry.
You know, he's worried that they have been infiltrated, and he's worried about going to jail, and he saw what happened to my friends a few years ago, and he knows that it's very real. And it's like, yeah, dude, you start with some of these people, you don't know what's going to happen.